Sorry, hold on. I just gotta. I'm not even listening. Okay, can we name the fallacy? There has to be like a name for this. I'm sorry, I didn't even listen to what this guy said. I'm sorry, I'm reading shit on my monitor. There has to be a name for this thing where you you create an argument, but because of how this argument works, anytime a person counters your argument with anything, it reinforces the argument. There needs to be a name for this. If I use all 100% of my brain power like Lucy, and I try to figure out what this LEB girl is saying, I think that what she was saying, was it sucks being part of DGG because when Destiny fights with Redpillers, when I go online and then I tweet under DGG stuff, other Redpillers from other communities come and shit on me because I'm part of DGG. That's what it sounds like she's saying. But she expresses it in literally the stupidest fucking way possible that makes it sound like it's coming from my community over and over and over again. Like 7 tweets, but any sane person reading this would be like, oh, this is coming from my community. And then when you try to say like, hold on, none of the accounts you're quoting are coming from my community. None of this is coming from my community. And then now they're going, oh, well, now that you're pushing back against me here, you're proving my point. It is your community and it is your problem. I was like, wait, what the fuck? If your reflexive response to a woman saying this thing kind of sucks is to take it as a personal attack after it's been explained that you misunderstood and tell her to shut up and stop complaining, who said shut up and stop complaining? Or leave the community? If I can't say this kind of sucks without people responding to, what do you expect everyone to cater to you? Who's saying this? You are creating a house space where women can't express any discomfort about anything. Like, it's so annoying. This is an indictment of DGG. And now she's like manufactured all of her outrage. So now she like feels fully, and it's like, you probably believe the initial thing anyway. Why not just own it? And like, yeah, and she's not, like, I'm not gonna go back and fucking content cop all of her fucking tweets, but it's like thing after thing after thing of this, of like, it's so fucking frustrating that I can't even say, hey, by the way, this thing kind of sucks without a massive storm. I might just need to be done interacting with this community, to be honest. Not because of the red pillars, but because of this response. Like, of course, you fucking moron. You made it sound like my community was, like, you literally supported somebody else who was tweeting out that my community was more misogynistic than groypers and red pillars. Like, yeah, of course people are gonna push back on that, but that's not because you're a woman, it's because you're retarded. And she was tweeting it like, so Courtney, so she says, honestly, it kind of sucks that the last person to try to talk about how shitty DGG can be for women is an insane grifter. A lot of guys in DGG are very clearly completely unwilling to hear it. So wait, is it DGG the community or is it the people that we interact with? And then Courtney says, you're so real for this. I've experienced more sexism from DGG than the commentary community or even Groiper spaces. And then she says, I feel like I should ask, can I retweet this? Like, so what is the point? Like, holy shit, like, let me help you. Fucking block, Jesus, don't interact with me. This is like the most cry-bully, like, autistic shit I've seen in my entire life. Holy my God. Why do you care so much about what this nobody says on Twitter? Because she's like one of the fucking orbiter, commenter, reply people on Twitter. It just sucks that like when stuff like this gets rolling in a certain direction, it just kind of becomes like, it just kind of becomes taken like verbatim or whatever. After this many people saying that DGG attacks them a lot, how do you reflect on this? What do you take away from this critic? Well, I don't think that's what her original tweet was. I think her original tweet was, because I fight with red pillars, when she tweets, she gets red pillars that attack her, but then the way that she phrases it makes it sound like the attacks are coming from my community. And then she gets mad when I say, I don't think these attacks are coming from my community, but like, yeah. Here, let me find the, so like, here is her original tweet. Maybe I'm crazy. I'm not. And I won't even believe you guys say it. It actually kind of sucks that being a woman in certain spaces, like DGG, basically requires you to be willing to tolerate and be civil towards people who will openly advocate for you to be enslaved and forced to endure abuse and rape. Any sane person reading this is going to come away with the idea that, oh, I guess DGGers are people that want her to endure abuse and rape. But that's not true. Obviously. But then she tries to walk this back later, and she tries to say like, oh, that's not what I said. I didn't say that was your community. I said it sucks that it comes with the territory. Like, hello? Is this what 75 IQ looks like? And then the more irritating thing is that when she started to quote tweet accounts, or she started to list all of the accounts that, oh, here. This is a sample of what's in my replies in the last 2 days when I interact with anything Destiny related. She's making it sound like it's my community. If you want to tell me how I'm in an echo chamber for finding this annoying, feel free to log off permanently. Women have one insult. Please, ain't nobody hurt yo ass mid as fuck. Pick me, pick me. Would you feel comfortable saying blah, blah, blah? That's the whole problem. Destiny's whole response. Which, okay. Oh, women will serve a boss who hates them and call it freedom. Women will refuse to serve a family and call them blah. But when you look at these people... When you actually go and you dig through, when you go and dig through these accounts, these people are not my fucking fans. Like, bro, do you think this guy is my fan? Transgender activist, Big Pharma, putting kids on drugs. Like, do you think these people are fans of mine? Retweeting, pinned to retweet? Is this a pinned retweet? Dr. Jordan Peterson retweets Jackson Hinkle? Retweets Jewish conspiracy shit? Rip the retweets the gray zone? Like, these are not my fucking fans. I don't know. I hate this. Whatever. I blocked her. Just don't interact with my shit. Leave my community. I don't care. Holy fuck. And then, but then afterwards, she comes out. I think she tried to DM me. And she was like, Now, here's her DM to me. She says, bro, I mentioned DGG as an example because you're in the Red Pill arc. It wasn't an attack. I was just talking about how hearing that shit gets draining after a while. People misinterpreted it as me saying that DGG has those positions, but that's not what I said at all. Like, bro, you're so fucking stupid. Holy shit. Okay, don't care. This person is blocked.
What up, guys?
Don't care. My God. It's obvious she means that being part of your community causes her to get a lot of hate from other communities. You're literally for this. I'm not gonna gaslit today, my dude. My mind is a fortress. I love this. I love this so much.
For me to actually politically represent my interests.
I'm not. My point here ain't about criticizing your vote. So that only 2 people were going to be president, and there were only 2 real paths to FBI.
No. But those are 2 different. But Bosh, I want to be really clear here. You said there were 2 for me to actually politically represent my interests.
I'm not. My point here ain't about criticizing your vote. So that only 2 people were going to be president, and there were only.
Destiny top left.
Damn, Jesus. Actually, though.